Hi guys, welcome again to Learning Tree, the fun way we treat Junior Pro. My name is Kwesi, and for today's lesson we have 3 people that needed something translated. And the very first person that needed something translated was Afa Ray. Afa Ray, thanks again for your continued support. And this is what Afa Ray wanted to know. Afa Ray wanted to know how one actually says you were talking in your sleep in Tree. Again, you were talking in your sleep. Now that in Tree can be said as na worekasa wonim. Again, na worekasa wonim. One last time. Na worekasa wonim. Now the second person that needed something translated was Lila Mona. I hope I'm actually saying your name right. Now Leela wanted 4 things translated, and the very first thing that Leela wanted to know was, can you tell me? Again, can you tell me? Now that in Tree can be said as Wobetumi, akyerɛ. Again, Wobetumi, akyerɛ. One last time. Wobetumi, akyerɛ. Now the next thing that Leela wanted to know was, do you know the area? Again, do you know the area? Now that relatively can be said in 2 ways. Now the very first way one can actually say that is Wonim, ɛhɔnom. Again, Wonim, ɛhɔnom. One last time. Wonim, ɛhɔnom, which is basically roughly translated is, do you know the place? Right? Now the second way one can actually say that is Wonim hɔ. Again, Wonim hɔ. One last time, Wonim hɔ, which also means, do you know that particular place? Now the next thing that Leela wanted to know was, who is it? Again, who is it? Now that also can be said in 2 ways. One can actually say Hwan. Again, Hwan. One last time, Hwan. Or you can say Hwan. So you can either say Hwan or Hwan. That can represent who is it. Now the last thing that Leela wanted to know was, I'm here. Again, I'm here. Now I'm here in Tree can be said as Mewɔ. Again, Mewɔ. One last time, Mewɔ. Thanks again, Leela. I really appreciate your comments. Please send more through. The next person that needed something translated was Daniel. Daniel, thanks again for your continued support. And these are the things that Daniel wanted to know. What have you done? Again, what have you done? Now that in Tree can be said as deɛn na woayɛ. Again, deɛn na woayɛ. One last time, deɛn na woayɛ. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, don't move too quickly. Again, don't move too quickly. Now that in Tree can be said as Ɛnkɛ ntɛntɛm. Again, Ɛnkɛ ntɛntɛm. One last time, Ɛnkɛ ntɛntɛm. The next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, trust in who? Again, trust in who? Now that in Tree can be said as Hwan. Again, Hwan. One last time, Hwan. The next thing Daniel wanted to know was, this is not the first time I told you this. Again, this is not the first time I told you this. Now that in Tree can be said as we nye adikan maka we akyerɛ. Again, we nye adikan maka we akyerɛ. One last time, we nye adikan maka we akyerɛ. So if somebody says we nye adikan, what I'm trying to say is, this is not the first time. So again, we nye adikan. This is not the first time. Maka we akyerɛ is that I said this to you. Again, maka we akyerɛ means that I said this to you. So again, all in all, we nye adikan maka we akyerɛ. Again, we nye adikan maka we akyerɛ. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, with that. Again, with that. Now with that in Tree is ɛka wei ho. Again, ɛka wei ho. One last time, ɛka wei ho. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, who are you with? Again, who are you with? Now that in Tree can relatively be said in 2 ways, right? Now the first way one can actually say who are you with in Tree is woka hwan ho. Again, woka hwan ho. One last time, woka hwan ho, which literally translated is who are you with? Woka hwan ho. Now the second way one can actually say that is wonim hwan na ɛwɔ hɔ. Again, wonim hwan na ɛwɔ hɔ. One last time, wonim hwan na ɛwɔ hɔ. Literally translated, that would be, who are you with over there? Again, wonim hwan na ɛwɔ hɔ. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, what are you planning? Again, what are you planning? Now that also can relatively be said in 2 ways. Now the first way one can actually say that is ɛdeɛn na woresusu. Again, ɛdeɛn na woresusu. One last time, ɛdeɛn na Woresusu. Now the second way one can actually say that again is Woresusu deɛn. Again, Woresusu deɛn. One last time. Woresusu deɛn. Let me just say it again. Woresusu deɛn. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was nothing comes easy. Again, nothing comes easy. That also can be said in relatively two ways. Now the very first way one can actually say that is Biribiara ɛmma. Again, Biribiara ɛmma. One last time. Biribiara ɛmma. Now, literally translated, if somebody says Biribiara ɛmma, what they're trying to say is nothing comes easy, or it also can mean nothing comes cheap. So again, Biribiara ɛmma. Now the second way one can actually say that is Biribiara ɛnyɛ. Again, Biribiara ɛnyɛ. One last time. Biribiara ɛnyɛ. Now the last thing that Daniel wanted to know was, why are you attacking me? Again, why are you attacking me? Now this, depending on the context, right, can be said in two ways. Again, why are you attacking me? The very first way one can actually say that in Twi is Adɛn na worebɔ m'akyi. Again, Adɛn na worebɔ m'akyi. One last time. Adɛn na worebɔ m'akyi. Literally translated, that would be, why are you hitting my back? Again, Adɛn na worebɔ m'akyi. Again, which literally means, why are you hitting my back, right? The second way one can actually say that is Adɛn na wotoo hyɛɛ. Again, Adɛn na wotoo hyɛɛ. One last time. Adɛn na wotoo hyɛɛ, which literally translated is, why are you attacking me, or why are you jumping on me, so to speak. So again, Adɛn na wotoo hyɛɛ. Guys, that's it for this week's translation. I just want to thank Afa Ray. Thanks again for your continuous support. I want to thank Lila Mona. Keep on sending your translations. I want to thank Daniel. Thanks again for your continued support. And remember, guys, if you like the content of the channel, right, please click on the like button, subscribe button, and bell button for future notifications. And remember, if you want to learn Twi quicker, right, please go to Google Store. Please download the Twi Junior Pro app. With that and these lessons, you learn Twi quicker. Guys, with lots of love from me, remember, stay safe. See you next week. Bye.